This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to find out how to volunteer, please contact LibriVox.org. The Bhagavad Gita, translated by Sir Edwin Arnold. Chapter 1. Arjuna Vishad. Dhritarashtra. Ranged thus for battle, on the sacred plain, on Kurukshetra, say Sanjaya, say, what wrought my people, and the Pandavas? Sanjaya. When he beheld the host of Pandavas, Raja Duryodhana to Drona drew, and spake these words. Ah, Guru, see this line, how vast it is of Pandu fighting men, embattled by the son of Drupada, thy scholar in the war. Therein stands ranked chiefs like Arjuna, like to Bhima chiefs, benders of bows, Virata, Yuyudhan, Drupada, eminent upon his car, Drishtaket, Chekitan, Kasi's stout lord, Purujit, Kunti Poj, and Shaivya, with Yudhamanyu and Uttamauj, Subhadra's child, and Draupadi's, all famed, all mounted on their shining chariots. On our side too, thou, best of Brahmins, see excellent chiefs, commanders of my line, whose names I joy to count, thyself the first. Then Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, fierce in fight, Vikarna, Ashwatthama, next to those, strong Saumadati, with full many more, valiant and tried, ready this day to die, for me their king, each with his weapon grasped, each skilful in the field. Weakest, meseems, our battle shows, where Bhishma holds command, and Bhima, fronting him, something too strong. Have care, our captains nigh to Bhishma's ranks, prepare what help they may, now blow my shell. Then, at the signal of the aged king, with blare to wake the blood, rolling round like to a lion's roar, the trumpeter blew the great conch, and at the noise of it, trumpets and drums, cymbals and gongs and horns burst into sudden clamor, as the blasts of loosened tempests, such the tumult seemed. Then might be seen, upon their car of gold, yoked with white steeds, blowing their battle shells, Krishna the god, Arjuna at his side. Krishna, with knotted locks, blew his great conch, carved of the giant's bone. Arjuna blew Indra's loud gift. Bhima the terrible, wolf-bellied Bhima, blew a long reed conch. Yudhishthira, Kunti's blameless son, winded a mighty shell, victory's voice, and Nakula blew shrill upon his conch, named the sweet-sounding. Sahadev, on his, called gem-bedecked, and Kasi's prince, on his, Sikandi, on his car, Drishtadyam, Virata, Satyaki, the unsubdued, Drupada, with his sons, O Lord of earth. Long-armed, Subhadra's children, all blew loud, so that the clangor shook their foemen's hearts, with quaking earth and thundering heaven. Then 'twas, beholding Dhritarashtra's battle set, weapons unsheathing, bows drawn forth, the war instant to break, Arjuna, whose ensign badge was Hanuman the monkey, spake this thing to Krishna the divine, his charioteer. Drive, dauntless one, to yonder open ground betwixt the armies. I would see more nigh those who will fight with us, those we must slay. Today, in war's arbitrament, for sure, on bloodshed all are bent who throng this plain, obeying Dhritarashtra's sinful son. Thus, but Arjuna prayed, O Bharata, Between the hosts that heavenly charioteer drove the bright car, reining its milk-white steeds, where Bhishma led, and Drona, and their lords. "See," spake he to Arjuna, "where they stand, thy kindred of the Kurus." And the prince marked on each hand the kinsmen of his house, grandsires and sires, uncles and brothers and sons, cousins and son-in-law, and nephews, mixed with friends and honored elders, some this side, some that side ranged. And seeing those opposed, such kith grown enemies, Arjuna's heart melted with pity, while he uttered this: "Krishna, as I behold, come here to shed their common blood, yon concourse of our kin, my members fail, my tongue dries in my mouth, a shudder thrills my body, and my hair bristles with horror. From my weak hand slips Gandiv, the goodly bow. A fever burns my skin to parching, hardly may I stand. The life within me seems to swim and faint. Nothing do I foresee save woe and wail. It is not good, O Keshav. Naught of good can spring from mutual slaughter. Lo, I hate triumph and domination, wealth and ease, thus sadly won. Aho! What victory can bring delight, Govinda? What rich spoils could profit? What rule recompense? What span of life itself seems sweet, bought with such blood? Seeing that these stand here, ready to die, for whose sake life was fair, and pleasure pleased, and power grew precious, grandsires, sires and sons, brothers and fathers-in-law, and sons-in-law, elders and friends, shall I deal death on these, even though they seek to slay us? Not one blow, O Madhusudana, will I strike to gain the rule of all three worlds, then how much less to seize an earthly kingdom? Killing these must breed but anguish, Krishna. If they be guilty, we shall grow guilty by their deaths. Their sins will light on us, if we shall slay those sons of Dhritarashtra and our kin. What peace could come of that, O Madhava? For if indeed, blinded by lust and wrath, these cannot see, or will not see, the sin of kingly lines o'erthrown, and kinsmen slain, how should not we, who see, shun such a crime? We who perceive the guilt and feel the shame. Oh, thou delight of men, Janardana! By overthrow of houses perisheth their sweet continuous household piety, and, rites neglected, piety extinct, enters impiety upon that home. Its women grow unwomaned, whence there spring mad passions, and the mingling up of castes, sending a hellward road that family, and whoso wrought its doom by wicked wrath. Nay, and the souls of honored ancestors fall from their place of peace, being bereft of funeral cakes and the wan death water. So teach our holy hymns. Thus if we slay kinsfolk and friends for love of earthly power, Avyat, what an evil fault it were! Better I deem it, if my kinsmen strike, to face them weaponless, and bare my breast to shaft and spear, than answer blow with blow. So speaking, in the face of those two hosts, Arjuna sank upon his chariot seat, and let fall bow and arrows, sick at heart. Here endeth chapter 1 of the Bhagavad Gita, entitled Arjuna Vishad, or the Book of the Distress of Arjuna. This recording is in the public domain.